We'll move now to the proclamation declaring July 2021 as Parks and Recreation Month in the city of Rockville. Councilmember Pershela will read it. And welcome, Mr. Boylan.
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. I am the liaison to the Recreation and Parks Advisory Board, and Mr. Chip Boylan, who's a member of that board, and other boards around Rockville. He will accept this, then I'll turn it over to him after I move it and it's adopted. Whereas Parks and Recreation programs are an integral part of communities throughout this country, including Rockville, and whereas our parks and recreation are vitally important to establishing and maintaining the quality of life in our communities, ensuring the health of all residents, and contributing to the economic and environmental well-being of a community and region. And whereas parks and recreation programs build healthy, active communities that aid in the prevention of chronic disease, provide services for those who are mentally or physically disabled, and improve the mental and emotional health of all residents. And whereas parks and recreation programs increase the community's economic prosperity through increased property values, expansion of the local tax base, increased tourism, the attraction and retention of businesses, and crime reduction. And whereas parks and recreation areas are fundamental to the environmental well-being of our community. And whereas park and natural recreation areas improve water quality, protect groundwater, prevent flooding, improve the quality of the air we breathe, provide vegetative buffers to development, and produce habitat for wildlife. And whereas our parks and natural recreation areas ensure the ecological beauty of our community and provide a place for children, adults, and seniors to connect with nature and recreate outdoors. And whereas the U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as Park and Recreation Month, and whereas Rockville recognizes the benefits derived from parks and recreation resources. Now, therefore, the Mayor and Council of the City of Rockville do hereby proclaim July 2021 as Park and Recreation Month in Rockville, Maryland. Madam Mayor, I move the proclamation.
I'll second.
Proclamation has been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your hand. It is unanimous. Thank you.
Now, Madam Mayor, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Chip Boylan, who has a couple presentations to make.
Super. Thank you. Welcome, Mr. Boylan.
Good evening. Thank you, Council Member. It's a pleasure to be with you this evening. The city and the Rockville Recreation and Parks Foundation work together to make Rockville the best it can be. In 2015, the foundation established its Community Achievement Awards to acknowledge community members and organizations for their generous contributions to improving lives in Rockville through recreation and parks. The two recipients of the 2021 Rockville Recreation and Parks Foundation Community Achievement Award honor are, first, Robert Daniels. Mr. Daniels has dedicated his time and talents to make Rockville a more attractive place to live, work, and play. Since 2003, Mr. Daniels has made Mary Trumbull Park a special place by planting and maintaining the sundial bed. He has provided hundreds of plants and countless hours of his own time to ensure the sundial bed and the park are looking their best. His seasonal color displays are always phenomenal. Rockville is extremely fortunate to have a dedicated resident like Mr. Daniels. Congratulations, Mr. Daniels. Our second honoree is the Rockville Art League. Since 1958, the Rockville Art League, RAL, has been a developer and promoter of fine arts in the Rockville community. Their efforts in the 1950s established the Art Gallery in Glenville Mansion. Over the years, they have curated countless exhibits for the city of Rockville at the Art Gallery in Glenville Mansion, Thomas Farm Community Center, City Hall, and other city facilities, including the annual Student Art Show. In addition, they have openly and willingly volunteered their knowledge, skills, and tools to assist with the Call for Artists that benefit the city's Arts in Public Places program. This past year, RLA successfully ventured into virtual exhibits to continue their support of art and artists while physical galleries were closed during the COVID-19 pandemic. These are just a few examples of the fantastic longstanding partnership the Recreation and Parks Department has had with the RAL. Accepting the award is RAL board member Michael Auger. In conclusion, the foundation also commends and thanks the many City of Rockville employees who worked so hard to maintain recreation programs and parks during the past very challenging year. With the leadership of our mayor and city council members, these city employees, along with many volunteers, preserve Rockville as a great place to live and work. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Boylan, and thank you for all your leadership, and thank you to the award honorees. It's good to see you both, and thanks for all you've done to help the city. You want to hold yours up, Mr. Auger?
It's O'Shea. Yes, here's the plaque that was delivered to me earlier, and thanks again on behalf of Rockville Art League.
Wonderful. Thank you. Right. Thanks very much.